Hello!
Hey!
Happy Music Monday. Hopefully this works correctly. We're here with Mike Wahmann of Something Heavy and Bacon Is My Passion. How you doing?
Hey! Good. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for joining us. How you doing? What's going on in the Something Heavy Bacon Is My Passion world?
Lots, actually. Yeah, the pandemic kind of screwed everybody who's like looking to tour because Something Heavy had a ton of stuff lined up. And then that happened. And then I said, all right, well, I need to create a production space. So I built this. And now we rehearse and record and do everything here. And we're releasing some new stuff in December and then in January, which we haven't really spoken about yet. But and then Bacon Is My Passion has just been something that Jim and I have been playing with on and off for like the better part of, I don't even know how long, maybe 7 years, 8 years, just kind of messing around with things. And then we were writing pretty seriously for a little while, like 2 years ago. And then after the pandemic happened and I built the studio and, now we had a place to do stuff again. We hit the ground running and we're going to have some new music out soon. We got the podcast going and, Bacon Is My Podcast. So we're on week 4 and so far it's been pretty good response. So
Nice.
yeah. Just keeping busy, just keeping my nose up and keeping out of trouble,
Nice. I know you've been doing a bunch of recording and stuff, and Roxy's been doing a bunch of recording and getting gear and stuff like that. Is there any things you kind of figured out during this time, or was it kind of stuff you already had that you just put together, or what?
Yeah, so for me, I actually started, I jumped into the recording aspect of things when I was younger. I used to have a little crappy Tascam 4-track cassette recorder thing.
I have one too.
Oh man, I actually found it. It doesn't work. Now
Mine
it's just
still
a big
works.
blue paperweight. Oh, dude, I got some really bad tapes down in the basement. You get a kick out of them, but it's 20-year-old me thinking I'm gonna be a rock star. It's pretty great. But I got into it really early, and then eventually I kind of fell out of it, and I picked it up again out of necessity because I was in a band situation that I was gonna definitely be out of soon, and I just didn't want to have to rely on anybody to record and write and just do what I wanted. So I picked it up, and for the past 10, 11 years, I've just continued to accumulate stuff. And then you get married and then you have kids and then you still continue to accumulate stuff. And then eventually it's all in the basement and wifey's like, all right, you got to figure this out. There's so much stuff in here. So luckily we have the garage and she had me move all my stuff up here. So yeah, it's as far as what I learned, it's just, I'm always trying to learn something new, now the live streaming stuff, I'm trying to take that on and figure that out. So, because it's a necessity, because who's touring? I mean, you could if you wanted, apparently, nowadays, because it's gone or whatever. But, I mean, it's now the live streaming thing is definitely the hot button issue for me, at least. But as far as the actual recording and then doing the videos and stuff, that's kind of always been a priority, because just trying to be self-sufficient and DIY and do as much as I can on my own. So this way I don't have to shell out the money for somebody to do it. And I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it.
Nice. What type of what's your main recording gear that you would use, or what do you use something specifically for live streaming rather than recording, or what kind of
I just
got going on there?
I just have the one setup right now. I actually back when Jim and I first started writing together, I kind of had two different small studio setups. I had one in my garage that was, I mean, you remember the old creepy garage from the happy hour days.
Yeah.
It was just literally a garage unfinished with like a lawnmower and like a rake right next to you. And that's where we would record our podcasts or, the radio show. And then I eventually upgraded to getting a desk in next to the lawnmower. And I had a second little recording rig. But yeah, I mean, as far as my main stuff, I use the Personas Quantum 2, which I thought was the most badass thing ever when I bought it like 3-4 years ago, and they just discontinued it. So now I have a discontinued piece of gear. That's my main piece of gear. And I'm like, how am I going to get rid of this thing? But I got that. And then, yeah, I just kind of build on that. That's the main thing that I need. And then I do video work on the side. So I always had my, couple of different cameras at all times, which have proven useful now. It wasn't useful. I would say I touched my cameras like 2 or 3 times a year before this. And then in the past like 8 months, I've touched them just about every day. And it was nice to not worry about too much of the stuff when you're like, okay, I gotta figure out this live stream and whatever, because I just had all the stuff already. So
nice.
Yeah. What about you? Like, you guys are you guys recording and when you're doing the video stuff too, or?
Roxy has a setup at her place that we've been sending her tracks, but I don't know about audio interfaces and stuff and things. So maybe Roxy might know what you're talking about more.
Well, yeah, you said you have that amp, right? That you use.
I use that little that amp over there, which is like a Yamaha little interface thing. And then I have this Blue Yeti mic, but that's been really all I've been using. And then I just send the tracks to Rox, and then she does things with her Pro Tools and stuff.
And you do the magic,
I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
What is like your main piece of gear and stuff for the recording interface?
Everything's in the box. The interface is a Focusrite Scarlett 18920. So nothing crazy.
No, those are good though. I was gonna go with either that or this Quantum thing, and I ended up going with the Quantum, which it's done me right. I'm not gonna complain. I like it because it's got Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt now is it was the quickest thing ever, and it's the greatest thing ever, and now they discontinued that too, which is pretty great. But it works. It works for me, so I'm all right with it.
That's good. So you got a lot of discontinued stuff. That's cool though. But as long as it works.
One day it's gonna be like vintage and hard to come by stuff. Or not. Or it's just gonna become paperweights. Like most gear.
That would be like Annie's Beanie Babies.
You have Beanie Babies?
I sold them to a magician on tour.
That's awesome. That is awesome. You can't make that up.
No,
you absolutely cannot make that up.
Things you miss about touring is selling your Beanie Babies to a magician on tour at a record store that we played at.
And how did that come up though? Like, did you go into this record store? It was kind of like one of those like swap and sell kind of things.
Yeah, we did a few for Record Store Day. We actually did like a bunch of record stores like that weekend, and I was like, one of these places has to want these. So we drove around with them in the van. Luckily, they were just look like Jersey, Pennsylvania, like kind of local-ish stuff. But yeah, so I asked the stores, and they're like, no. I said, can I trade this for we have this Lego Batman cardboard full size thing. I said, I'll trade you my Beanie Babies for this like a Batman thing. He said, "Just take it. I don't want the Beanie Babies." So I think the one other stop we went to, the owner was like, "I don't want them, but I have a friend that's a magician. He will want
Wow.
them." And I was like, "Okay." So apparently he would give like little gifts away to like the parties that he did for kids and stuff like that. He's like, "Oh, these would be perfect just to like hand out." I was like, "Okay, cool."
That's cool.
It's such a bizarre.
So you just brought a bunch of Beanie Babies on
Like a
tour with you,
huge
just on a
bag.
whim. You had just a good feeling this tour.
Yeah, because
As
record
opposed to the
stores, they
one
have a
before.
lot of fun, random things in
I
them.
get it. All right.
You know? So
I get it.
I figured that might be the place to pawn them off to someone else.
Like your freaking syrup.
That had a car in it.
Oh yeah, like my syrup.
God.
That's at your house now.
Yeah. She left about 10 bottles here.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. And then because there was some people here and she's like, "Oh, just everybody take some." And then nobody took any. So I had 10 bottles of this stuff. It was like maple product. It wasn't syrup. It was just like pancake maple product with brown number 72.
Yeah. Pretty
Well,
much.
I got rid of most of them. I disposed of some of them. But Jim and I kept 2 because we're gonna cook with them. And we're gonna do a podcast on it. So
On the maple
and
syrup.
hopefully not die from it's not syrup. Stop that. It's not syrup.
It's yeah, it's syrup flavored. So why don't you tell us about the Bacon is My podcast? Bacon is My Passion podcast. Bacon is My podcast.
Bacon is my podcast. So yeah, Jim and I, we started using this Bacon is My Passion moniker way back. We were playing this benefit. It was this Toys for Hope benefit a long ass time ago, and they just said, "Hey, you guys want to do a couple of songs?" And we said, "Yeah, sure." So I ended up playing. We played "Breathe," the Craving Strange song, and then one of my FFR songs called "Stay." And then within that song "Stay," there was like a really ripping solo, and I am not a solo guy, so we did a medley of Ben the Intruder and Double Rainbow, and then went back into the song "Stay," and people were like, "Oh, this was really cool. You guys should keep doing it." And we always talked about it over and over, and yeah, we're gonna do it. And a lot of times, what would happen is Jim and I would get together, we'd cook a lot, we'd drink a lot of whiskey, and we'd just hang out and not do anything else. But eventually, we were like, okay, we got to continue to do this. And then COVID hit, and he was doing the Strangerhood TV stuff, and we kind of. It's kind of one of those things where I was like, hey, do you want me to start putting content in there too? And he was like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool to have like a bigger thing than just Craving Strange stuff. It was just a bunch of different people putting stuff in, and I'm able to give him consistent stuff, and so eventually we were just kind of hanging out, and we were like, we should just put a camera on us and record what we do, like just hanging out and talking. And we just set a camera up, sat down, and started talking. And we're like, okay, I think we could probably do this. The first time we did it, we just talked for like 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, and we got definitely buzzed. Jen actually listened to the first 2 episodes today, and she was like, I can hear you slurring like already. And so since then we've laid off that stuff, but yeah, we can talk about anything, him and I, and for hours. And we just the other thing is that we definitely don't take ourselves that seriously, and I think, and we're able to be the butt of the joke. and we're willing to dish it out, and we're willing to take it, and it makes for a pretty cool, I don't know, cool chemistry that we have, and we're just putting them out. So every Monday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, just damn near everything that you can listen to a podcast on, and then we also release a video version on Strangerhood TV. And
Nice.
Again, it's Mondays, every Monday at midnight, the stroke of midnight, we release it, and then we just kind of we're just going to do that, and pair that with the music that we're going to put out. And I'm not going to say when, but yeah, we have a song that's ready to go. It's in the can, so it's just a matter of us saying, hey, we're going to be putting this out there.
Nice.
So
if anyone hears banging going on, there is a roach in Roxy's house right now, and the exterminator's trying to get it.
just a singular roach that
So,
Yeah.
and if we see her suddenly scream and run away, that is why.
is the exterminator trying to kill it with a yardstick or something?
No, tape right
Oh.
now.
Tape?
Tape.
A glue trap.
Oh,
That seems a little loud and banging for a glue trap.
I would burn the house down if there was like a roach or bugs in here. So, I mean, I think it's a sufficient amount of banging in the background.
Okay. Well, you've got a basement apartment. Do you get the spider crickets?
Yes,
Yeah.
they are a
Those are
nightmare.
unavoidable.
I have the worst fear of them.
So back in my last band,
Really bad.
Last Turn Off Broadway, we used to practice in our drummer Jeff's basement, and he used to get tons of them, and he'd get these glue traps, like you were saying, but it was about an inch thick, and we found out that apparently they're cannibals, and that's why the glue traps work so well, because they kind of hop around randomly. And
They're
then they
blind too, so they don't.
Yeah.
They just jump like towards you.
Yeah, so it happened, and apparently they're cannibals.
Ugh, they're terrible. Very terrible.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big fan.
No, it's like the worst. Well, I mean, there's no windows, but also, spider crickets are not fun.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
No.
Uh-oh. Did you find it, or is it now disappeared?
It disappeared.
That's like the worst thing, because then it's like, we lost a spider cricket the other day, and I was like on edge the entire day.
My son Gavin loves that kind of stuff. He saw the first one in the basement, because I'm lucky that we really haven't had many. And all of a sudden he found one. He's like, "Oh, this is awesome!" And my wife is just going, "No, what is that?" But yeah, he was all about playing with the spider cricket.
Well, that's good. Well, I'll call you to send your son here if there's ever one and I need assistance.
Yeah, he'll play with the spider cricket, watch Jaws with you, and it'll be a good day.
So also with your your friendship and music, hangouts with Jimmy from Craving Strange, if anyone doesn't know who he's talking about, with Bacon Is My Passion. You guys also like to battle a lot. And I know it's very much in this whole group of bands we have here with Rebel 9 and things like that.
Well, I'm going to stop you right there, because there is no battle. Jim is always conceding. But go on.
Well, okay, so Jimmy on the Strangerhood TV channel has a Will It Sound Good acoustic thing where he plays songs acoustic, and
sometimes it sounds good.
It usually always sounds good. So you started your own of Will It Sound Good Heavy, and you've been doing that to kind of, is it challenge the thing there?
I mean,
or just join the fun.
Yeah, I mean, so we talked about, maybe doing me working with doing some Strangerhood TV stuff, and something that I've always messed around with is like doing covers, and not just doing straight up covers. I'd do a heavier cover. I'd take my spin on it and I'd just do it. So I don't remember what song I was working on. I think I was working on "Never Gonna Give You Up," the first one, and my band was just like, I'm not playing this. Like most of the band was like, oh no, I'm not playing this. I was like, come on, like just why not? So finally he started doing the Will It Sound Good acoustic, and I said, you know what? Can I do a Will It Sound Good heavy? And Jim and I, our years past have always been like you said. We like to poke fun at each other. We like to prank each other. I was in a prank war with Craving Strange like a long time ago, where actually my old band, we took shifts. We played all the way out in Rocky Point, and it was a real messed up situation. We both got stiffed. We both didn't get to play in front of anybody because all the bands dropped off except for us. So we played to each other and our girlfriends. It started raining, and then I shrink wrapped Jim's van. And there's actually video of it on YouTube. I'll have to go back and but yeah, so it was just one of those things where I was just kind of like, hey, I'll just poke fun at you, and we'll do a little bit of back and forth. So we started out with the "Never Gonna Give You Up," and then we started doing the little teaser videos at the end, the Marvel-esque kind of things where
yeah,
but
you
then
need an after credit scene.
yeah, and then finally it was just kind of one of those things where it was like, okay, well, if we're going to be releasing music together where it's bacon is my passion, we should probably not be so much into this whole okay, it's a contest kind of thing, because the cat's kind of out of the bag at that point. So yeah, we but it's just fun. It's a fun thing for me because I don't know, it's putting my own twist on things that I enjoy, and I enjoy a well-written song, even if it's Rick Astley.
Right. I mean, everyone enjoys a good Rick roll too.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually had most of that recorded before like Will It Sound Good Heavy was even a thing, and I sent it to Jim and I sent it to DJ from Rebel 9, and they were both like, I can't believe that you actually made me listen to this. And I said, oh.
It's a pretty long song.
It is. It is.
When you actually just, not listen to the chorus, it is a very long song.
Yeah, and it definitely has that effect of like, okay, like when you play covers, sometimes they go over really well, but sometimes they go over really well until the first chorus. And once the first chorus is done, they go, okay, that was cool. I'm going to go get a drink now, or I'm going to go to the bathroom now, because it's what happens. It's just what happens. So the worst song that ever happened to me in a band is definitely Safety Dance. We did the Safety Dance, and once we hit the first chorus, everybody was going nuts. And then after the first chorus, nobody cared. Nobody cared. So yeah, that's but the Will It Sound Good Heavy thing is it's just, again, it's fun. It gets my jollies. So, and
It's
Jim
like
enjoys it too.
when someone yells Freebird in the bar and the band actually plays the whole thing of Freebird, and you're like, oh, we didn't really want it.
I've been trying that with Craving Strange for 11 years, and they still haven't. I am
you'll
that
have
guy.
to make that your next Will It Sound Good Heavy is Freebird.
No.
Agreed.
That's a terrible idea.
Yes.
But we do have another Will It Sound Good Heavy coming out soon. I don't know when, but Annie's in it.
Yeah.
I started hitting people up to be a part of it. And I actually have a few other people on tap to join the show. I guess you could call it the show or whatever. So the first one I actually got the guitar player from the band Rivals, Mickett. He was cool enough to throw a solo in there, and then and he did some vocals on this next one. So it should. I don't know when Jim's gonna put it out though. It's in the queue, but Rise apparently has. Yeah, Rise has like precedence or something. I don't know.
Oh, the new Craving Strange songs, I guess, have precedent. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
I just want to say hi to everyone in the chat on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. Everyone wants to know about Mel's crutches and why you have crutches, but we don't want to see it.
I'm broken. I had foot surgery. It's really gross looking. Very bloody.
No one wants to see it. We don't want to get cut off of YouTube or Facebook for disturbing images.
It's very swollen, and it's a rainbow of colors.
Oh,
If anyone's wondering.
Yes.
that sucks.
My lovely nurse, my little cat, has been by my side since I got home and hasn't left. So she's a very good nurse.
I saw the paws coming out, and I was like, it'd be funny if she just like hit you in the face, like cats do sometimes. Like, yeah, we're cute, but
Bam.
She's not actually never done that.
oh, okay.
Yeah. She likes to just stretch in my face. She puts her paws like right up against me and stretches.
Yeah.
You're good.
And then also at the same time, Bruce has hurt his back by maybe Bane tried to break his back, right, Bruce Wayne?
My dog has not seen your dog ever before, and I think that's a damn shame.
Yeah, Mike's dog's name is Bane. So Bane and Bruce Wayne, I feel like, need to hang out at some point.
Yeah.
You know,
Bane's like super playful too. He's just a 60-pound mush, and he sees dogs and he's like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" My parents have this he was, I guess he was kind of my dog when I was living with my parents too. He was Puggle, and he was with two other dogs. My parents' two other dogs, and they've since passed. But I thought, oh well, he was always in such a good mood. He was so lively. Maybe I'll bring my dog, and maybe they'll get along. Nuh-uh. My dog was like, "Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?" And he was just snarling and trying to box him and stuff like that. It was so weird. And he's a small, like, 20-pound dog or 18-pound dog, and Bane's this 60-pound mush. It felt bad. But I think Bane and Bruce would get along really well.
For sure. You guys, Bruce doesn't understand, like, at the dog park when, like, he goes up to dogs and they don't like him. He doesn't understand that they don't like him, and he's just like, well, let's play still. And they're like growling at him and sniffing. I'm like, you need to. They don't like you, bud.
He might eat you. He might eat you.
Yeah, they might eat you.
I'm seeing a lot of links in the chat. Did she get hacked, or are those really?
No, Stacy in the chat is
Oh yeah, Stacy's the link master.
Yeah, she's the link. She's promoting all of our channels. So if
I'm
anyone
not seeing anything like actually pop up. It's just like a million letters.
Well, yeah, on our end we can't see what the links are, but
I'm seeing
knowing by Stacy's.
Thank you, Stacy.
Yes, her reputation is always good with links.
So
she is not hacking. She is sharing everyone's.
She's
stuff.
always got links at the ready.
Yeah, she said it's not propaganda. Oh wait, I can highlight this. There we go. Bye, Bruce. All right, Bruce is out.
Yeah, Stacy's the best. Stacy is the best when it comes to like helping out and throwing some things in the chat and whatnot. Whenever we do the live streams with the acoustic stuff, she's on it. She's always on it.
She's got it.
So thanks, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy. I'll put another pop-up of. If anyone has any questions for anyone, feel free to put them in the chats. If you maybe have some suggestions for Mike for for it. Will it sound good heavy? I'm sure he would take some considerations. Maybe
I might.
he might.
Actually, I figured out one that I really wanted to do.
What is it? No, I'm not telling you.
But so I asked somebody to do one with me today, and I was like, "Hey, would you do this?" And he was very into it, and he shut me down, man. He was. I was like, I got this really good idea, and I was just so excited, and I was like, "This is a song," and he goes, "Yeah, I guess that's cool, but." I'd really love to do something like this. And I was like, that's a great song too. All right, fine.
Oh, I have one for you.
Oh, okay.
Someday, Some Way by Marshall Crenshaw.
Someday, Some Way. Okay. I don't think I know it.
I don't know what that is.
It's been one of my favorites since I was a kid.
Okay. I'll listen to it and I'll bring it past the board and see what they say.
The board. We have another suggestion. Michael Bolton.
Ooh. Michael Bolton.
Yeah.
Anytime I hear Michael Bolton, I always think of Office Space.
I don't watch that.
What?
No.
Come on. Office Space is a classic. Sam Cooke's Change is going to come.
All right. Well, yeah, because you want a song that's
Who was
like
the last
not.
person to get put over?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you the song, so this way we'll see what everybody thinks. Shaggy, Boombastic.
Yes.
It's a good song.
Come on, it's a great song. I'm going to do it. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to do it.
We approve. The board here approves.
This board approves. Okay.
This board approves.
That's all that matters.
So during the
Office
whole
Space is a piece of Americana.
maybe a few less Monday night
DJs
and a little more Office Space.
DJ's gotta, of course, put his little 2 cents in.
Hi, DJ.
Freaking guy. What's up, DJ?
This guy over here.
Yeah.
So I guess during the quarantine phase, you renovated your garage to there. But did you do any other random things like not related to music, or did you just kind of stick to construction and wiring?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because actually it was funny because my parents came by this past week from South Carolina, and they were like, wow, we always thought because my dad's very handy, and he was like looking around at some of the things they did, and he was like, I always thought that you weren't even paying attention when I was doing stuff. And I was like, well, a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, I just kind of, so like the studio, it was kind of a plan before COVID, and then COVID hit, and then they started doing layoffs at my day job, and my boss pulled me aside, and he's like, okay, I want to know, I can lay you off and you can collect the unemployment, or you can stay here and continue to work. And I said, I'm going to stay here and continue to work. And Jen, my wife, was like, well, if you're going to continue to work and we're going to have the money coming in, let's do the studio. If you know, because there's not going to be rehearsal spaces. They're not going to be, so how are you going to do it? So, luckily I have an awesome wife, and she was like, go for it. And I did that. I started in mid-March, and then I finished about June. And then with the leftovers, I made like a table, like the leftover lumber. I made a table. And then I had a lot of leftover sheetrock and stuff, because just the floor plan changed from when I ordered the stuff and whatever. So now I'm building a room in my basement, and I built I built a rock climbing wall for my kids, and like a rope climbing thing in the basement for the kids because they got to expend their energy, and you can't bring them to like a little gym or whatever it is. So, yeah, I just built one. I just said screw it. So yeah, I just did a lot of construction things and music, and worked a lot. Worked,
Nice.
yeah.
A
Everything's
rock
nice except for
climbing
work
wall
a lot.
sounds fun.
Yeah, it was cool because all you need is like a piece of plywood, and they sell these little kits on Amazon, and it's like $30, and you get all the little rocks, and then you just drill holes in the plywood and you just bolt them on. So if anybody needs a rock wall, I'm your guy.
Mel, you could do that to start gaining your foot strength back. You could
Yeah, I
just
was gonna
build a
say I
rock
want
wall.
one once I have 2 feet again.
No problem.
First,
No
I have
problem,
to
I
get
got
surgery
you.
on my other foot. Then I can do that.
Mel's gonna have no feet by the end
You
of
gotta
this
get it on the
quarantine.
other foot.
And I have to get my tonsils out too. See, I figured now was like a good time to just get all these surgeries over with that I've been putting off for years, because we're not touring
Yeah.
anytime soon. So I can't
That
play
makes sense.
drums. I can't drive for a few months. I was like, now's the time.
Yeah, I actually had my tonsils out when I was really young.
I wish I had, because then I wouldn't have to do it now. That would have been nice.
Yeah, my Jen actually had them done. She was older. They say, oh, it's easier when you're younger.
Mhm.
So I'm sorry. That
Yeah,
I
I
just
was
brought
gonna get it done
down.
last year, and they were like, "Well, you won't be able to sing for like a month," and I was like, "I'm leaving for tour in like a week, so I'll just wait."
Yeah. Now, are you
So,
getting tonsils and adenoids, or just the tonsils?
the whole all of it.
Adenoids.
Take everything out.
I
Take
tried
it
to get
all
him
out.
to just do everything at the same time. I was like, "Can you just do both feet and my tongue? Just do everything all at the same time, and I'll just like lay here like this, But,
Yeah.
yeah. Insurance won't cover it.
Really?
gotta do
That's
one at a time.
BS. That doesn't
They
make
said I'd
sense.
be miserable if I do everything at once. I was like, I'm gonna be miserable anyway. Just get it all over with.
That doesn't make sense, though. Don't you think the insurance won't cover it? Why do they want to pay for 3 separate surgeries
I don't know.
rather than be like one-stop shop? All right,
Yeah.
ENT,
It's awesome
get in
too.
here.
Roxy's been learning tonsil removal on YouTube, so
Yeah, she's
Oh.
gonna do it for me.
she's gonna do it for Mel. She's got it.
Oh, you got this then.
It's also the difference between like crutches or like you have no legs and you need to use a wheelchair, and I wouldn't be able to get in and out of my house.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Because
Yeah,
you
that would be an issue.
It kind of makes sense.
make a slope. A nice slope would be.
Yeah, well, I said I could just like sit and just like bump down on my butt,
That
That's
works.
how I used to go up and down the stairs when I had a broken leg.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's how we tell my kids to go up and down the stairs.
Wait,
Just
Mike,
easier.
can you make me a slide instead of a rock climbing wall?
Heck yeah,
Sweet.
absolutely.
Thanks.
You know what's actually good about your tonsil removal thing is lots of Jello. Jello and
Okay.
Italian ices. What's with the
Yeah.
face? Come
I was
on,
waiting
Jello's
for the ice
delicious.
to
There's always
dry.
room for Jello.
I guess I haven't had Jello in so long. It just seems odd right now.
Pudding.
Yeah. Pudding.
My niece is all ready to get me ices because she had her tonsils taken out, and we brought her like giant buckets of ices from Ralph's. So she's already
Oh,
asked me
nice.
what flavors I want, and she's ready to return the favor and bring me ices.
That's awesome.
Grumpy says Jello shots.
Oh, I saw
Jell-O
Grumpy
shot.
also wrote in the thing, "Do I need chocolate? I will never say no to dark chocolate." So if anyone wants to send some Ketball chocolate, I'll happily take it.
Dark chocolate pudding.
Oh,
Ooh,
That would
sounds
be.
good.
I won't be able to hobble my way to the PO box for a little while though. So Annie, maybe you can pick that up for me.
Fine.
You know what you could do, Annie? You could be quality control just to make sure.
Yeah, I'll share.
Yeah, can I have one piece?
You can have more than one. You can have half.
Jen says butterscotch pudding, which is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I actually so a couple weeks ago she was just like, I need it. I need butterscotch pudding. So the other day I actually showed up with some snack packs and she got all excited.
Just give me a snack.
But
I just thought of Billy Madison.
oh yeah, oh yeah. But I wanted to get the instant pudding, but apparently they only have sugar-free butterscotch because
Sounds
I guess they figure that only old people like butterscotch. But I just can't take the aspartame taste. So I got the snack packs for her, and she was very, very excited.
What about banana flavored pudding? That's good.
Banana flavored pudding is great.
Me and Roxy have the same face.
Some
Yeah,
Nilla
but you get-
wafers and some graham cracker crust, and like you get the pre-made graham cracker crust pie. and some
Banana
Kool-Aid.
cream pie.
Really
Yep.
Roxy and I have been waiting on my 23andMe results to see if we're related or not.
Like for reals?
Yeah, we're convinced because we're both
I
from
think they're related.
Staten Island.
Look
That
at your faces. You look like you could be related. You make the same expressions. You're about the same height. You're definitely related.
I'm taller.
you're 1 inch tall, 2 inches, right?
I think 1 inch.
You're 1 inch taller.
3/4 of an inch.
No offense, but come on. I'm short and I'm taller than Annie. That's not a great feat.
I'm 5'0".
5-0.
5'0".
You're from.
5 feet of fury.
Yeah. So
Jason has no self-respect and so he uses instant pudding. So
Yeah,
that's
shut up,
really
DJ.
good.
Nobody
DJ.
asked you.
some
I
DJ
bet if I put a bowl of pudding in front of him, he would not turn it down. Instant or not. So he
No,
could shut his
great.
damn mouth.
412.
He's, 4-12-5-0. What a jerk. What a little jerk he is.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Yeah, another little Billy Madison.
No, that's Home Alone.
That's
I
right.
think it's Home Alone.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
actually watched that the other day with my daughter.
I
They're
did
obsessed
see
with it around
it
Christmas time.
popped up on Disney Plus.
It's a Christmas
Yeah.
movie, just like Die Hard.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It
So
sucks
is
though.
Mean Girls.
Oh yeah.
Mean Girls is a Christmas movie.
And apparently Iron Man 3 as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Supposedly.
I'll give that. Anyone else have Christmas movies that are probably not
Gremlins.
Christmas movies? Which one?
Gremlins.
I don't know
Yeah.
that one.
You don't know Gremlins?
Oh, Gremlins. I'm sorry. My computer got screwed up. But yeah. Yeah, Gremlins is a great one. The original. I actually like the second one. I'm
Yeah,
in
the
the
second one's
minority,
good,
I
too.
think.
Wait, there was more than one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What I was going to say before, too, about the Home Alone thing is Disney Plus was like, oh, you could watch the Home Alone collection. And that's Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, and then Home Alone with some kid that isn't Macaulay Culkin. That's not Home Alone.
Right.
That's not my Home Alone.
Right. Agreed. Is there a
But I
fourth
do-
one?
I think so with the whatever kid was in 3. But
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that the rights to buy that or the rights for it to stream it are definitely not worth it. I don't know if they're worth the third one either.
Yeah.
But Home Alone 2 was good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I was a fan.
That's a good one.
People
I
give
have
me
to-
crap. What's that?
Is that the one when he's I get them mixed up now because I haven't seen either in a while. Is that the one when he's like stuck in New York, or is that
Yeah.
the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I don't think that was better than the first one. Something that sequel-wise, I think Mighty Ducks 2 is a super strong sequel, probably better than the first.
I don't remember. I'd have to go.
What about
That-
Terminator 2?
I agree. Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. That's another one of my better than the original. I think.
I don't know.
Get on this, Danny.
Jaws 2.
That's a negative. Jaws 2, was that the one where he died by electrocution with the big?
Yeah. That one was okay, but then Jaws 3 and 4 is like, no, should not.
Jaws 3 was the 3D, right?
Yeah. You know, when I was little, I thought, like, I went to go see a 3D movie, and I took the glasses from there, thinking I could go home and watch Jaws 3D on my TV with the glasses, and they would work.
Yeah. And then your TV just looked weird colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, DJ has a good one, Toy Story 2.
Oh, I just
Ooh.
watched Toy Story 4 last night.
Toy
Those
Story
are
4
good.
was solid.
Yeah.
I liked the Toy Story ones. Oh, okay. So have you watched, if you have Disney Plus, have you watched the Forky mini series thing? Oh man.
Forky
They're
asked the
so
question.
good. Yeah.
I did see some of that.
Oh, you got to watch them. They're so good. My kids just are obsessed with it. They were obsessed with it for a little while, and I was equally as obsessed. And my wife was just like, "Oh, you got problems," but I was laughing hysterically with it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I'm a big child, so I'm all for the kids' movies and Disney Plus and all.
Yeah. Yeah. I was really excited too. They put out, I mean, they've had it since the beginning, but they put out like a current trailer for the X-Men cartoon series. So they used like modern music and stuff, but they put it to it's definitely like, it looks like one of those YouTubers that take old clips of old shows and modernize it, but Disney actually did it for the cartoon. And I'm a huge comic book nerd. I'm sure most people know that.
Batman Returns is also a Christmas movie.
That is very true. And Danny DeVito bites somebody's nose off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mike, have you seen the little short with Olaf, like explaining?
Yeah, I watched that. I think this past weekend.
I really want him to just like explain every Disney movie. Like there needs to be one of those for every movie.
I love it. I love it. I was Olaf for Halloween this year. So my son was had one of those blow up dinosaur costumes where
Yes.
it wasn't the one that goes over your head. It's the one that you ride on it. And then my daughter was going to be Elsa from Frozen. And Jen and I were sitting by the fire, we were hanging out, and we're like, all right, we got to figure out what we're doing for Halloween. And I said, what if because we're not really going anywhere, the two of us, so why don't we pair with each of the kids? So automatically my kids thought that I was going to be either another dinosaur or Owen from Jurassic World or whatever. And then Jen was going to be like Anna from Frozen. And I decided to be Olaf, and she was Claire from Jurassic World. And we surprised the kids, and I came out dressed with my full Olaf thing. It was pretty cold this Halloween, so it really came in handy. And my daughter just lit up, and she was like, "Oh my god!" So yeah.
Jurassic Park sequels are pretty good.
Yeah. Overall,
so.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think for those though. I don't think so. Jurassic Park, the original, if it's on at all on any channel at any point of the movie, it doesn't matter if commercials or not. I'll always stop and I'll always watch the rest of it. The sequels, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I would do that for Jaws, and I do that for Independence Day too. Not Independence Day 2, just Independence Day. as well. Independence Day 2 was a hot garbage.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I
me
didn't even know
neither.
there was one.
Not
If you ever
recommend.
get the chance to, just
Don't.
don't. Yeah.
I have a giant list of movies, like that I've been collecting to like waiting for surgeries so that I can just sit and watch. So if you have
Oh,
any
yeah, so-
suggestions, I've been writing down like everything. you
Step
guys are
Brothers.
saying. I
Oh,
saw
Step
that.
Brothers.
You
Oh,
need to
there
watch
you
it again.
Yeah,
No.
all right. I need to watch Anchorman again too.
Watch
Man,
Anchorman 1 and 2.
Yes, adding it to the list.
If you put 2 on the list, just lower your expectations.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
Anchorman 2.
Anchorman 2 is so-so.
It's
So-so.
I liked
Ooh,
it better
Old
when I
School.
watched it again. Oh, Old Schools. Yeah, we were just talking about Old School.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Old
guys
School
have
is
that's on the
so
list.
You just made the list.
Yep, it's on there.
I actually do you remember when I used to walk around the rail with my list?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I
that
do.
was fun. I miss that.
Yes.
I
If
missed
anyone
that.
doesn't know what we're talking about, Chris Jericho, a wrestler, had a clipboard that he would add people to a list, and you were just on the list. There's really
Yeah.
no reason to be on the list, but you were on the list.
Yeah.
And I got to actually put him on my own guest list once, and I was so like, "You're on the list." I got to say it to him.
Ah, I hate that. I hate that.
Did he
I hate
laugh?
that.
I don't know because I texted it to him, so I don't know if he thought it was funny or not, or if he thought like I knew I was giving him a reference. But he was cool. He's cool. He's a cool dude. So I think he got the his own pun.
Yeah, I'm sure he was like, "Oh, that's cute."
I see what she did. This girl
I get it.
get me into the show. Thanks. No.
Oh, DJ has a nice little idea there. I like that.
What?
That's a lie. He doesn't
Monday
have good
night watch
ideas.
movies we should have already seen with Jack Still.
Ooh.
I'm down for
Oh, that was something that Jim and I actually spoke about, is actually doing a like a watch along. You guys should do that too.
Oh.
Pick a movie on Netflix and do a countdown, 3, 2, 1 from 0, and just boop, and go for it.
But then does that mean that everyone's talking through the movie? Because that's just annoying.
Well, if you've seen the movie already, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're movie deprived like yourself,
Yeah.
it's a problem. The rest
Like
of the
if we were to
world,
all watch Step Brothers together, like I feel like we would just be yelling out the same quotes the whole time.
we were talking about something. Heavy was talking about doing Airheads. Put it on the list, Mel.
Mel.
Put it on the list.
Yeah, that's a movie? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the candy.
I saw the blank expression on her face. I was like, okay, she's no idea. Just no idea. But no, it's a good one. It's a really
What
good
was the
one.
one you just? Oh, Hocus Pocus! I still can't believe you just watched that. For
I
the
just
first
watched
time
it.
this
I
year.
liked it. It was good.
Jesus.
Yeah, as like a Disney person, like that's like a
That's up
should have
there.
been a must see.
That's up
Right.
there.
Yeah.
What's Science Theater 3000?
Oh, that's
Add it
it's
to the list?
basically no, it's not like an actual movie. I think they do have an actual movie of it, but what it is, it's like puppets that do watch-alongs to old movies, and you can see their heads. It's like if you're sitting in a movie theater and you see they're in the front row and you can see the back of their heads, and then they're commentating over the whole movie. It's pretty funny.
I think that might be a bit much for me to handle right now with these meds they have me on.
It's probably a pretty good time.
I should probably watch that tonight then. Speaking of rocks, what do you have that picture behind you? We need to ask Mike what he thinks it is. Speaking of puppets.
Oh, I think I could solo her.
He's kissing a reindeer. right?
You think it's a
Santa
reindeer?
kissing a reindeer? Or is it a dog?
I don't think it's a dog. I think
You
it's
think it's a
Don.
donkey?
Oh, so it's Dominic the donkey?
I think it's Don. DJ seems to be like yelling, I guess, here, and he's
He's
giving
me
you
homework.
he's giving you homework.
All I see on our end is YouTube/watch.
Yeah, so you'll
So
have to
I don't
go
know what
on
he's sending me.
Facebook after and
On
see what
Facebook.
he's saying. But we are going to wrap this up soon. So if anyone else has any more questions for anyone, now is the time. And we're here with Mike from Something Heavy. Bacon is
Last
my
call.
passion. This is the last call for all questions and movies that Mel should have seen that she should watch.
Good, because I only have 12% battery left, and I can't get up to plug it in. So it's good timing.
It's a solid reason.
Yeah. So do you want to plug all of your sites and where everyone could find you and things like that?
Sure. So yeah, for Something Heavy, which is like one of my bands, it's at Something Heavy Music or facebook.com/Something Heavy Music. Bacon is My Passion is at Bacon is My Passion Music. You can listen to Bacon is My Podcast we get new episodes every Monday on just about everything that you can listen to it on. StrangerhoodTV.com. That's also something that comes up on every Monday. And yeah, just check out the Will It Sound Good Heavy. The next one's got Annie. And yeah, just StrangerhoodTV.com is lots of cool content and some okay acoustic covers.
Maybe we'll have to do a Will It Punk Rock.
Yeah. Do it. Do it. The answer is always yes. If we've learned anything from the early to mid 2000s, yes, every song will punk. But it doesn't matter.
Every song
You can
will
just do
punk. Roxy, you have a song we could punk?
Maybe. I don't know.
Sorry, what are you
every
doing?
pop song.
Every pop song we will punk rock. What are you
Is he
doing?
burrowing behind you?
Yeah, he likes to push me off the couch, so.
You should beat him up.
He already hurt his back.
Oh,
When he
well,
feels
you have an
better.
advantage.
Mel and Bruce are sharing the same painkillers.
Oh.
And the same doctor.
And the same doctor.
That explains
Right?
a lot.
Right? What happened to you? I know.
Poor pup.
What else? There's something else. What do we normally ask?
Positive note.
Yes, Mike, you're on the spot right here to leave off on a lovely positive note for either musicians or the audience, like the fans going to shows and stuff. Do you have any a positive note to leave off on?
I don't get the concept, but
Say something nice.
say something nice.
A nice thing for the future of musicians and fans.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah, I think you guys are obviously doing some awesome stuff with the online the quarantine thing, because it's all we really can do. So everybody keep buying merch, keep watching these streams and stuff. Eventually these things will somehow become monetized and help musicians that are trying to do it for a living continue to try and do it for a living, as opposed to not being able to tour. So just keep buying merch, keep up the good work with the online stuff. It's a pivot that we had to do, and you guys are kicking ass with it. And if people aren't embracing that and doing the same, they're going to be left behind. So just Keep doing it.
You too.
Yeah, we're trying. We're trying.
Yeah, we're all trying. Everyone's trying. We'll all get there.
Yeah, we're all like Jessie Spano after she had too many caffeine pills. She's just trying.
I
Trying
just
real
saw the
hard.
thing that they did on what was it, Jimmy Kimmel?
I didn't see that.
Maybe.
I don't have cable, so and like.
Oh no,
regular
I watched it
TV.
on YouTube. I'll find it and send it to you.
Okay. Yeah. Keep me updated with like current events because I don't do it. I don't do it. I'd rather avoid them.
Avoid the events. Yeah, let's just.
Avoid
All
all
of
of this.
Create my own. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. And we all do have a secret thing we're all working on for a together Thanksgiving present for everyone that I don't want to give away too much, but that announcement should be coming soon with we're all working on some content for people.
With the thing in the connected zoink.
Connected to holidays, and we love all the audiences of everyone. So
Yeah.
we're all working on a on a thing for everyone.
Yeah.
All
It'll
of
be
our-
good.
All of our
It'll be fun.
bands. So we got some fun stuff coming up for everyone.
Yeah.
They want a metal cover of a Turkey Trot.
Oh.
That could be
Okay.
a nice Thanksgiving. Maybe we could all.
If I
do
only
that.
started that
You
like
do
a
it
month
heavy.
ago.
We'll do it punk rock, and Jimmy could do it acoustic.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't that sound great?
It's.
Oh, to go.
I mean,
Sorry,
it's
totally
a little
random.
late for Turkey Trot.
Yeah, it might be
What's
a
that?
little late for Turkey Trot.
This thing that I
Yeah,
was gonna send you that
it's
I
all
thought
right,
was
though.
new. Apparently, it's from 2015. But I just saw it, so it's new to me.
Cool.
The Saved by the Bell thing.
Glad you're up on your current events.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
Yeah.
5 more years to go.
yeah. I'll get there. I'll send it to you anyway, though.
On that note, we're going to go into the 5-year future. Now we are back in 2020. And I think we're
To the future.
we are now in the future. Thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure to check out Something Heavy. Bacon is my passion. They got a podcast and a lot of other fun things coming up. So thank you for tuning in with us, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in with us. All right, we'll see everyone soon. Thank you. Bye.